What's up? And welcome to the Unruly Podcast. You already know who it is. It's your host, Rousawn. I appreciate you locking in with me on this beautiful Monday. Do me a favor, please like and subscribe to the channel so that I can continue showing up, delivering some content to help you level up in life and business all across the board. Check it out. This is the time of the year where it's time to get outside and start being in the yard again. If you're anything like me, it's time to take care of my yard again. Like, I have to mow the grass, you have to weed whack, you have to do all those things, right? So this is that time of year. And interestingly enough, there's this huge tree over top of my driveway. And it's been there for the decade that we've lived in the house, no big deal. But recently, over the past year or so, it just drops branches. And a windstorm, branches, rainstorm, branches, sunny day, branches. And it's like ridiculous. So my wife called somebody to come out, take a look at it, and see about getting it cut down because it's a healthy tree. Like, it's huge, but it's healthy. So we're just trying to figure out, what's going on? Maybe we get it cut down, maybe we don't. And the individual comes out to take a look. I'm not home. So my wife has me on FaceTime. And the guy's walking around the base of the tree. And again, I told you, it's this big, healthy tree. And this dude's walking around the base of the tree. He literally is like, yeah, this tree's dead. Excuse me? Pardon me? It's what? It's a healthy tree. What are you talking about? Like, it's gorgeous, big, beautiful green leaves. It's healthy. The bark is good. He said, now this tree looks good, but this tree's dead. I'm like, brother, come on, man. I've lived here. There's nothing that indicates this tree is dead. I've taken down some trees in the front yard that are dead. This tree's not dead. He said, okay. So he grabs a long stick and he walks to the middle of the tree and just pushes the stick all the way through the center of this tree. I'm like, oh my gosh, bro. How did you know that the tree was dead? How did you know? He said, because if you do this long enough, you look past the surface into the makeup of the tree. You got to look past what you see and get to the root of things. I said, bro, you're giving me a whole message right now. He said, I could tell this tree was dead because I looked past what it looked like and I saw that down the edge of your driveway, the roots that were exposed were beginning to rot. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. Like, he said, I could look past the tree. I could see how, Rousawn, you might think this tree is healthy because the bark is good and the leaves are green. But I don't look at the fruit. I look at the roots. And the roots were rotten. And if you know anything about trees, Rousawn, a tree can only be as strong as the root system. And so I looked at the tree and saw that you need to get this taken down before it falls. The tree is dead. I was like, oh my goodness. Like, don't miss it. How many people is that right now? You're watching me on this Monday. You're listening on this Monday. The question I have for you, is that you? On the outside, do you look healthy and strong? On the outside, do you look like you have everything going on? Do you look like you're making moves and shaking and taking care of the people around you? Do you look good, but do you have rotten roots? Come on, like, he said the roots were rotten. And because of that, the tree was vulnerable. The tree was weak. When the storms come, that's why you're losing branches. When the rain comes, that's why you're losing branches, because it's rotten on the inside. My goodness. Let me just speak real. That was me for the longest time. Like, I'm just going to be real with you. If I can't be transparent, I don't even want to do this. Like, that was me. I showed up looking good, smiling. How? You know I'm good looking too. Hello. I'm smiling. Like, I look good. I put clothes on. I smell good. I came out Dolce & Gabbana, of course. I smell good. I look good. I spoke well. But on the inside, spiritually, I was going through it. Emotionally, I was going through it. I was going through it in my marriage. I was going through it with my children. I was a public success and a private failure. Oh my goodness, the fruit looked good, but the roots were rotten. Come on, hear what I'm saying to you. I had to go get things right on the mainframe. I had to go inside, y'all. And we live in this culture where, like, if you put on decent clothes and you look good on social media, then you think that's all that matters. But like this dude said, it's dangerous because ultimately the roots that were rotting started to make its way to the tree itself. Come on, like the things that you're unafraid to deal with, that conflict that you're afraid to have, that confrontation avoided is becoming multiplied. And so you think that because you sweep it away and you look good on the outside that everything's good. No, that thing's affecting your spirit. It's affecting your soul. It's messing with you. Listen, God has bigger things for you, but you got to learn how to go to the mainframe. You got to take care of the stuff that's rotten on the inside of you. You got to get your soul right. That's what I had to do. And I know it's like, oh, you want something uplifting and encouraging. The best thing I can do is keep it real with you. Like, I had to go to the mainframe. So listen, I don't know what it is that you're dealing with. I really want you to, after you listen to this, evaluate. Maybe right now, as soon as I said it, you're like, boom. Yo, like the relationship I have with my kids isn't good. Okay, cool. Or man, my finances deep down, like I'm stunting on people. Like I bought a new truck, but deep down, like we're really going through it financially. I don't know what it looks like for you, but I'm just asking you to take some time and get to the root, man. Like what's happening in your life and begin to deal with that thing. Like we got to get that tree cut down. It has to get cut down because it's a detriment, not just to my house, but everything around it. And that's the problem. When you let something get rotten and it goes long enough, it's a detriment to everything around it. Do you know that, man, if you're going through it, you could be a detriment to your family. You could be a detriment to the company you work for. You could be a detriment to your community. But woohoo, when you begin to fix things and your soul begins to flourish, you begin to grow. You begin to elevate spiritually. Oh my goodness, you become a blessing and not a burden. So that's my challenge for you on this Monday. Is I want you to stop flexing with false fruit and start evaluating the roots. Because if you do that, there's no question that you can't go to the next level. Until next time, stay unruly. Go be great.